Hi, everyone,
Okay.
and welcome to Black Excellence in Healthcare, White Coats and Real Talk podcast, where we talk about the real, the raw, and everything in between with our lovely, lovely, beautiful Black healthcare professionals. So, for the audience, if you could just state your name, give some information about your background, credentials.
Oh, for me?
Yes.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. So I am Dr. Silvia Bautista, and I am a doctor of dental surgery here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
That is awesome. So, how long you been a dentist?
I've been a dentist since 2017, so 8 years.
Oh,
Just,
wow.
yep.
Wow. So how was your
Uh-huh.
journey onto that path of becoming a dentist?
It wasn't smooth, that's for sure. But I knew how badly I wanted it, and when I want something, I go for it, and I don't stop until I achieve that whatever I want.
That's
hmm
good. So what inspired you to become a dentist?
So when I was 13, my mom took me to Marquette School of Dentistry because my dentist at the time said that I needed braces. I had a missing side tooth that would not properly erupt unless I had braces. So at the time, the dental school is the most affordable place. So they sent, that's where I was referred to. And my student at the time, my doctor, she was in her ortho residency. She was the one that inspired me. Her name was Dr. Susie S., and she was just so wonderful to me. And I just knew I wanted to be a dentist after working with her.
Wow, that's
hmm
awesome. That is so awesome. So what are some of the biggest myths or misconceptions people have about dental care? And what's the truth about them?
What's the what about them?
And what's the actual truth?
So, what are some misconceptions that they people think that dentists aren't real doctors, and they're very wrong because we are
Right.
absolutely real doctors. We are surgeons. Sometimes I feel like we may be doing more than most, like, family medical doctors that you see, your
Right.
primary care physicians. So that's a big one. And then, yeah, I can't really think of any on the spot like this.
Okay. Okay, and
Hmm.
yes, dentists are real doctors.
Yes, we are.
But for the record, how do you think the dentistry industry has changed? Do you think it has changed? Or
Yes, it
okay,
has. It really has. It's very tech now, like it's very technology based now. A lot of digital dentistry going on. We went from taking, like, the very uncomfortable molds, that like impressions in the mouth. Now we got digital scans that do, and we can send it electronically. We don't have to ship any more molds out or anything of that nature. So
hmm,
it really has advanced. The materials are even better. We're able to diagnose and educate our patients a lot better on their oral health with the new technology and the advancements that have happened. I feel like my practice has been extremely successful due to the technology and how much dentistry has changed.
oh wow,
hmm
okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yes,
Yes.
technology is really changing the game for a lot of professions, a lot of
Yes.
things. Is advancing, but for the good, for the good. What does Black excellence mean to you? Because you exude all that Black excellence, Black dentist, like that is so awesome.
Black excellence is someone to me like that stays true to themselves. You're not going to try and fit nobody's mold. You are going to stand out no matter what. I was in a class of 100 students, and there were only two Black female students in this class, right?
Wow.
And yes, we stood out because obviously we're the only two of color. But to me, Black excellence means not fitting the mold, not giving up on your goals and dreams, and being able to stand out in a crowd of individuals that fit a mold. Like I just feel like Black excellence, just we're apart. We're in our own lane. And it's just about perseverance and just keep going and don't stop until you reach what you desire.
That is awesome. I second
Thank
that.
you. Thank
That
you.
is so awesome. So I know that, it was hard work earning that white coat.
Hmm.
And it looks great on you. It
Thank
looks great on
you.
you. So what does you wearing that white coat, what does it symbolizes for you, or what does it actually mean to you?
To me, it means that all of my parents' sacrifices to, come to the United States. I am a daughter of immigrant parents.
Okay.
They were born and raised in the Dominican Republic. I was actually born in Puerto Rico.
Okay.
Um, and a lot of sacrifices, they had that American dream. And me sitting here at 34 years old wearing this white coat really represents that American dream for my parents. It really represents that their sacrifices did not go without, like, their sacrifices were worth it in the end,
Mhm.
and it really represents a little, a little black girl that really I didn't see doctors like myself growing up, you know. So I I just feel like wearing this white coat really shows me and shows others that if you set your mind to anything, you can truly make it.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are absolutely right. And congratulations. And
Thank
I'm so
you.
proud. I'm so proud of you.
Thank
That's
you.
that most definitely is awesome. With that being said, what is like one piece of advice will you give the future generation, or someone coming up and want to be a dentist? What's one advice which you would give them? Oh, one or two, or however
Yeah.
many you have.
My biggest advice is to network, get connected with dentists. Us as dentists, we're very good giving people. Like, at least I'm speaking for myself. Like, if this is something that you're interested in, get in the field. Whether you are working in a dental office as a receptionist, as a dental assistant, there's a lot of dental offices that don't require you to have like a dental assisting degree. Sometimes they do on-site training for individuals. Get your hands in and feet dirty. Like, get in there, get in the mix, start mingling, start networking, reach out, show that interest, so that those doors start opening up more and more for you. That's like my
What
biggest advice. Like, get in there and just start showing, expressing that interest, because people like myself are more than happy to help and open those doors up.
Networking is very important. I try to stress
Mm-hmm.
that with with the people in the teens and adults too as well that I mentor, that networking is very important, and getting in the
It
know
is.
too. Because sometimes people say, "Oh, I want to be this, I want to be that," and really don't know what it all entails.
Right.
So, getting with somebody in that field and getting a better understanding what that field is all about is very, very beneficial. And
Mm-hmm.
it could not waste no time too, because sometimes people get into these careers and be like, this ain't for me, and then it wasted all their
Right.
time
So if
when
you if
they
you
got
get in there
exposed
early,
to it, right?
hmm, then you know.
Right, exactly, exactly. So you do know. So what are the things that has while you was on your journey to becoming a dentist? What is one of the things that you really pride yourself on when you serve your patients?
I treat my patients as if they were close friends and family. I really treat my patients. I imagine like that's my grandma, that's my mama. Like, I treat my patients how I would want my people treated. So I really, really pride myself in how I care for my patients. Obviously, I'm in a profession where people don't like us, like they're like, "Ah, I hate the dentist," but it's not so much that they don't like us as humans, as individuals. It's
Right.
our practice that they don't like, the treatments, the stuff that we do. So one thing that I really truly pride myself on is being very empathetic with my patients and just treating them with kindness. I'm a very kind person naturally, so people, my patients, at least they really enjoy coming to me because they just feel cared for, they feel listened to. So those are things that I really pride myself in when it comes to me as a dentist.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. And I know sometimes I'd be like, you gotta go in my mouth and just be poking and stuff.
Yeah,
But
no, seriously.
I go to the dentist regularly. Yeah,
Good.
since I have a dentist on here, tell the audience why it's important that they do, get those
Oh my
regular
goodness.
checkups because
Yes.
I know some people that say I ain't been to the dentist in years, and I'm like, why you don't go get a regular checkup?
Yes. It's so important to go get regular checkups, at least once a year.
Mhm.
Because the mouth is, oh my goodness, I can't stress it enough. The mouth is literally the entryway to the rest of your body. So it's like if you care about your body, you gotta care about your mouth. It all starts there, and just a simple checkup can detect anything from cavities to periodontal disease, which is like gum disease, to God forbid oral cancer. Like we can literally just a simple quick checkup can like it can just save you and it can just from anything, and it's just really important. You have to go in and get your teeth checked out, and get those regular hygiene visits, those regular dental cleanings, and just keep up with that. It's very important.
Yeah. Yeah, your mouth is very important. Ain't this like one
Hmm.
of the first things that people see when you get to start talking? Is
Right.
your mouth.
That's where it starts.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Did you experience like any challenges on your journey, like in school or, personally, not necessarily professionally, that you kind of just want to bring some light or insight to for the audience, for those who, may be wondering about, becoming a dentist? I know everybody's journey is different,
Hmm.
but what's a challenge or challenges that you may have that you did experience on your journey?
Challenges for me, I've always been a very disciplined individual, and
Okay.
especially as a student, almost a perfectionist. And for me, dental school it was tough. Like it's not easy. Becoming a dentist, I mean, any type of medical professional, it's not an easy road. Like if it was an easy road, everybody'd be doing it, you
Right.
know? But so challenges were exams, like tests, like it was a big bulk all at once, a lot of material, a lot of information that you had to retain, super challenging, but they do offer you a lot of resources to kind of help navigate through that. So that educational wise, it was just the amount of material that we had to learn within a short amount of time. That was challenging. But then there were also like challenges with just the different doctors, there were doctors that you obviously could tell they treated you a little bit differently because of how you looked or how you talked or how you acted, and come on, we are not, I'm not blind. Like I can clearly see it. Like, you're treating this individual differently than me, and I'm pretty sure it's because we don't look the same. So,
Right.
and I'm speaking more because I went to a predominantly white institution, so and then me being me, vocal, Latina, I'm not going to stay quiet, right? So
Right.
there were a lot of times when when they were sending me upstairs to like the dean's office because I'm getting a little snappy with a professor here and there, but hey, I'm an adult. You're going to talk to me like an adult.
Right.
Not like I'm a little kid. So those were challenges, and I'm not one that's going to be like, oh, I'm just going to be under the radar until I make it. No, like these are things that are important to vocalize, and some people need to be talk to and educate and ignorant, and if they're making ignorant comments and stuff, you got to check them and correct them. So those were challenges that I encountered just because like I said, I went to an institution where I stood out, I looked different.
Right. Right.
So
And that's good. People need to hear that and know those type of things, because sometimes,
mhm.
it may only be one or two of people that look like you, but you still gotta, be strong minded, be determined, be
Mm-hmm.
disciplined, be motivated, and don't let that deter you from your end goal and your why as to why you why you there. But you also need to stand up for yourself too.
Absolutely.
You got to be an advocate for yourself. And then when you know something that's not right or you're being treated unfairly, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
speak up. Because
Yeah.
it will continue, and then not only for you, for
Mm-hmm.
people who come after you. You know.
Right.
So I tell people it's
Yes.
very important. It's very important to speak up. So on each episode, we do a segment called White Coat Confessions.
Oh, geez.
so, so White Coat Confessions. So you can tell the audience what's one thing you never told a patient, but wish they knew about it. What it's really like being a dentist behind the scenes.
Okay, so what is something that I never told a patient
Hmm.
but wish that I could tell a patient?
Yes.
Okay, because
Right.
we stress the importance of flossing, right?
Right.
Like real bad. I don't floss every day.
Not the dentist.
So I gotta practice what I preach, right?
Right.
But man,
Right.
listen, life be lifing. And sometimes that floss pick, I don't see
That right there
it.
is some honest truth.
My confession.
That right there is some honest truth right there, and I love it. I love it. So, what is one of your like funniest or most unexpected moment you had in the dental chair? Not not as a dentist, but as a patient or probably in dental school. What is one of your
Um,
funniest or unexpected moments you remember?
Let me see. So, as a patient myself, I can't. I mean, nothing like funny or unexpected. I can't think of anything. I yeah, I don't know.
Not even as a dentist.
Oh, as a dentist, I do. Like, we were, so sometimes in order to make impressions, or excuse me, in order to make dentures, and this is before my practice went digital. So remember that I've seen the changes of how you go from being like more manual to more digital. So we had a patient in a chair, and we're taking impressions on her for her denture. And these are like the material you mix and you put on a tray. It's like a mold and it's like a putty and you put it in the mouth. So I train my dental assistants to do that. And she comes in and she's like, Doc, the tooth came out. So she shows me the mold, and one of the patient's tooth is like literally sticking out the mold. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And I'm like, free extraction. She doesn't have to pay for it now. So then the patient was very happy. They were comfortable. The tooth was already really loose, but it was unexpected because I mean, I always thought of it. Every time we mix, I mean, the teeth are a little loose. I'm like, oh my goodness, is this tooth going to come out? But that day, it really truly did happen. So it was super unexpected. The patient thought it was funny, but I was just like shocked. I was like, oh my God, it actually
Like
happened. But yeah, it was a free extraction for the patient. She didn't have
a
to pay
free.
for it, obviously.
Well, that worked out well.
Yes, it did.
That worked out well. So what is coming up for you? Like, what you have any upcoming projects, goals, or ventures, or anything that you're excited about that's coming up for you? Or
No, not really. I'm just, I'm currently partner of my practice, and I'm getting ready to become full owner. So I'm buying the remaining 50%. So that's exciting.
that is very
So
exciting.
yes, I'm gonna be
Yes.
full owner. I'm very grateful for my mentor and my partner who is just kind of, telling me, here, you can't, it's all yours. Because it's a successful practice, and for her to like let me just lead it and take on full. I'm very grateful for the opportunity, but it's also my baby. I've been at that practice since I pretty much graduated dental school. That's where I started. That's where my training was. I started as an associate doctor, then I went up to becoming the lead doctor, which is like the main doctor in the practice, and now owner. So I really am looking forward to that, So, but no other like events or anything.
That's
Just
amazing.
working.
That is
Thank you.
awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm really
Oh
excited.
wow. That you should be. I'm excited for you. That is
Yes.
awesome. So how can people get in touch with you? How can they follow you? So you can be all up in your business.
So obviously I'm really like I have my doctor Instagram page, so Dr. Silvia_Bautista. And then on there you'll see like where I work. I should have and I'm very responsive. Like you can reach out to me, DM me, send me a direct message and I will respond.
That's
Yes,
awesome.
but basically through my Instagram handle, that's where it would be best to reach out.
Okay,
Hmm
that's good. Oh, one last question is, do you do like the internships at your
I
practice?
So I do I allow a lot of shadowing. Like I
Okay,
really think
okay.
shadowing is awesome. All you have to do
Mhm.
is just let me know. We'll set something up. Come spend the day with Dr. B and Team Brookfield. Like we have the vibes in my practice, like we're very the culture of my practice is just very vibrant. It's fun. We play music throughout the day. I definitely offer like a lot of shadowing. Internship,
Okay, good.
that would be great. That's maybe something that I could look into because that'd be
Yeah,
awesome,
that would
to
be
have that
awesome.
that
Yeah.
for people that are interested. But for sure, shadowing, come spend the day with us, a couple of hours, especially if you're interested in dentistry.
Right. That's awesome.
Hmm
That's awesome. So what is one thing you want to leave the audience with before we wrap up?
Again, I mean, I hit on it earlier. You know, Black health professionals is a beautiful thing. Like we are here for our people. I cannot stress how comfortable my patients feel when they see like, wow, I got a Black doctor and then a Black female doctor at that.
Mhm.
And we are valued, we are appreciated. And whatever hurdles and obstacles you have to overcome to get to where you want to get, it's going to be so worth it in the end, I promise. Like God got us and we got each other. And you just gotta keep going. Don't give up. And lean on your village of other Black health professionals that are portraying Black excellence every single day. So yes, that's it right there.
And that's enough. That's great. That's awesome. That is some great advice. Well, I want to most definitely, thank you for being a guest on Black Excellence in Healthcare, White Coats and Real Talk podcast. It truly is a pleasure to get a dentist on here. I'm super, super proud of you. And I hope that I'm not even going to say hope because I know that this episode is going to bring some insight and some inspiration, to others, that's listening or others, who want to get into the field of dentistry, but not only dentistry, just seeing others who
hmm
look like them, being successful in pursuing their dreams. They know that it can be done. With
Right.
hard work, of course, because it's not easy.
No, it's not. You're gonna have to work, but hey, you
Yes,
get to
not
work hard
easy.
and then you play hard too because you earned it.
Yes,
So
yes, yes. So that is a wrap for this episode. You can follow me on all social media platforms, of course. Make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, White Coats and Real Talk Podcast. Until the next episode, be great.
awesome. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.